faithfully delivering value, interpreting great books from around the world. Hello, this is Sally's Book Talk. Today we're exploring marketing management. In today's fast-changing business world, you'll find unprecedented consumption methods reshaping consumer perspectives, and so swaying consumer decisions. For instance, many check product features on review platforms before buying, or camp out for e-commerce festival deals. Sometimes, the added attributes of products outweigh their core value. Take China's recent watch how trend. Products with this label sell remarkably well. What's your most memorable shopping experience? Share your thoughts in the comments. So how should businesses adapt their marketing strategies in this new consumer landscape? Today's book has the answers. It details marketing fundamentals, provides actionable frameworks, and addresses new market dynamics with practical strategies. Remarkably, this is the 16th edition. First published in 1967, Philip Kotler updates it every 3 to 5 years to stay current. Keeping pace, Kotler argues markets constantly evolve with new consumption patterns. Thus, marketing methodologies must adapt. With 10+ million copies sold over 50 years, it's shaped generations of global business leaders. Hailed as marketing's foundational text, its Bible. Author Philip Kotler is celebrated as modern marketing's father. To discuss marketing management, we must define it. Its concept emerged with trade itself. Originally, make products, then push them to consumers. Modern marketing is bidirectional. Companies first research user needs, identify target groups, then develop value-aligned products. So then, we share the product info through various channels to target users and broader crowds, selling it to keep the business and supply chain profitable and growing. In short, the author defines marketing management as selecting target markets and creating, communicating, and delivering superior customer value to acquire, retain, and grow customers. It's both an art and a science. Book's narrative is structured around creating value, communicating value, and delivering value. This marketing management framework unfolds. Today, I'll break down this book for you using this framework. First, let's dive into part 1, creating value. Creating value means building a value system that meets user needs. In other words, businesses offer the best solution tailored to user needs. This process isn't simple. It boils down to 2 main steps. Step 1 is identifying target users and defining the market segment. Step 2 is formulating the value proposition and positioning the product. First, let's focus on step 1, identifying target users. Here, companies identify groups with common needs that they can actually serve. First, let's cover a razor product case study. Before women-specific razors, women often used men's shavers for hair removal, and some firms sold mini versions of men's razors to women. Gillette took a different tack. They hired a consulting firm to survey over 6,500 women across 13 countries, finding that 70% wanted smooth, healthy, soft skin, showing strong demand for professional hair removal tools. Gillette also dug deep into the specific needs women have when using razors. The findings showed women typically shave their whole body after showering, covering an area 9 times bigger than a man's face, and they adjust their grip about 30 times based on the body part. And with this data, Gillette realized that simply shrinking men's razors wouldn't satisfy women's specific needs. So, in 2004, Gillette developed dedicated women's razors, for example, designing the handle wider with a rubber grip for comfort, holding the razor from different angles. Also, they added lubricating strips to the blades to avoid nicks under the arms. Once released, Gillette's women's razors were a hit, securing over 50% global market share and hailed as the top women's hair removal product. And reviewing Gillette's case reveals a key question they solved. Who are the users with whom the company can build mutually beneficial relationships? The answer. Women with hair removal needs. Those without such needs became the group Gillette intentionally excluded. Identifying target users means both recognizing whom to serve and deciding whom not to serve. Moreover, as a razor specialized company, Gillette had the capability to develop products meeting female users' needs. So, could female users create exceptional value for Gillette? This is another critical question businesses must focus on. The female market is recognized as highly valuable, dominated by women with hair removal needs, career women, and trendsetters like college students. Career women have strong purchasing power, while students actively share experiences on social media, influencing potential buyers. Thus, women deliver both direct monetary value and social influence value. Yet, accurately identifying target users remains challenging. The key is for businesses to gather maximum, timely, accurate, and actionable user information. How can companies obtain this information? Many professional consulting firms exist, or companies can send managers for frontline investigations. For example, Campbell's Soup sent executives to shop, eat at home, and dine out with young people nationwide to gather firsthand data on their preferences. But with complex user data, which information is truly useful? How do we mine and analyze data to deeply understand user needs and characteristics, transforming it into strategic insights? And so, the author recommends creating consumer personas, detailed profiles of hypothetical target consumers through research. Simply put, using representative individuals to depict user groups, like Unilever's hair care products. Asline's consumer persona is called Katie. She's a 20-year-old woman, either still in school or just entering the workforce. She's fashion-forward, loves perming and coloring her hair so it gets damaged easily and needs care. She hates daily hassles and wants the simplest way to improve hair quality. With this precise persona, Haseline's hair care products sold well. But personas shouldn't be too broad. Consumers differing in key dimensions often represent unique needs, so companies can create multiple personas to reflect these differences. For example, Campbell Hausfeld, a U.S. professional tool manufacturer, maintained two special personas beyond their mainstream ones: a female DIY enthusiast and an elderly consumer. Accordingly, they launched lighter drills addressing strength limitations of women and seniors. This product was hugely popular with women and elderly consumers. By identifying consumers with similar needs, businesses can define them as a market segment. The ultimate goal is achieving one-to-one marketing within segments, satisfying shared needs precisely with tailored products. Some companies focus exclusively on one segment, ignoring others. Others target multiple segments, covering them through diverse products or product lines. Take cosmetics. Florasis, a popular domestic brand, focuses on traditional Chinese aesthetics and color cosmetics, targeting young women who love cultural styles. Similarly, Estée Lauder Group covers multiple segments with various product lines and flagship brands. Estée Lauder attracts mature consumers. Clinique and MAC cater to young women. Aveda targets aromatherapy enthusiasts. Origins appeals to eco-conscious consumers preferring natural ingredients. In summary, marketing has evolved from mass uniformity to personalized precision. After identifying target consumers, we proceed to step 2 of value creation, formulating value propositions and product positioning. This step showcases product strengths and highlights unique competitive advantages. For example, Volvo promotes its products as the safest, most durable cars for safety-conscious upscale families. High-end families are Volvo's target consumer group. Safety and durability represent the product's advantages, its value proposition. So how should businesses formulate value propositions? Let's consider how consumers typically buy cars. A car buyer might first ask friends about their vehicles, research online, compare brands, test drive at multiple dealerships, and evaluate discount options. Throughout this process, consumers incur costs like search efforts, evaluation time, and money, while assessing benefits, such as convenience from car ownership, status symbolism, and obtained discounts. Finally, they choose the brand offering maximum value. This guides value proposition formulation. Maximize user benefits while minimizing costs. Volvo boosts buyer benefits by enhancing safety and durability and fulfilling high-end family identity. Simultaneously, they reduce buyer costs through price reductions, streamlined purchasing, or warranty-backed risk reduction. However, Value propositions only provide strategic direction.
The specifics of outperforming competitors require precise positioning, highlighting unique advantages to target users.
The author cites T-Mobile's example. Their unique positioning helped them compete successfully. In 2004, two giants dominated the U.S. telecom market. AT&T and Verizon nearly monopolized the industry, with AT&T having exclusive iPhone launch rights. T-Mobile faced steep challenges entering this market.
Their analysis revealed AT&T's long contracts came with high prices and poor service despite iPhone exclusivity.
Verizon similarly locked users with two-year contracts.
So T-Mobile positioned itself uniquely, eliminating long-term contracts, introducing transparent pricing, removing global roaming fees, and offering easy phone upgrades.
Meanwhile, T-Mobile kept investing in R&D to ensure its wireless network reliability matched both competitors. Thus, T-Mobile successfully broke into the U.S. market. By 2020, its Sprint merger propelled it to become America's second-largest wireless carrier with over 100 million users. Examining T-Mobile's positioning reveals concrete operational steps. And with first, select a frame of reference by identifying target markets and key competitors. The frame typically involves direct competitors, products fully substitutable in functionality. For T-Mobile, that frame was AT&T's contract services. Second, establish optimal points of difference and parity within that frame. Differentiation on points of difference is non-negotiable. Successfully creating meaningful points of difference yields significant rewards. T-Mobile's points of difference were price and service. Improving these gave competitive edge, but fundamentally, points of parity mustn't lag behind competitors. T-Mobile succeeded by offering better pricing as a point of difference, but only because it matched competitors' network reliability through continual investment. Without this parity, even lower call prices wouldn't ensure competitiveness. In modern business, maintaining points of difference is challenging. Rivals rapidly copy valued innovations, eroding pioneers' advantages. Competitors' product lines grow more similar as overall category performance improves. Televisions exemplify this. Technological advances elevated overall quality, leaving minimal differentiation between options. Thus, companies must continually develop new points of difference, communicate value persistently, building strong brand equity to become consumers' top-of-mind choice. Think, when craving a drink, what brand first comes to mind? When buying shampoo, your go-to brand, that top-of-mind brand becomes the default choice, a crucial competitive advantage. How do we communicate value? That leads us to the second part of today's discussion. Communicating value means businesses directly or indirectly showcase product information to consumers, fostering affection, excluding competitors, building brand preference, and ultimately driving purchase decisions. The author highlights 4 crucial points in the communication process. First, reach the right consumers with the right message at the right time and place. Second, clearly articulate compelling and deliverable points of difference and parity. Third, ensure consumers notice the communication and fully grasp the intended message. Fourth, motivate consumers to consider purchasing and using the product. Only when all 4 points are met can it be considered effective communication. So, what are the specific strategies? First, let's examine how traditional marketing communication strategies unfold. The author's perspective can be broken into 4 steps. Step 1. Set communication goals and identify target audiences. Should businesses aim to build brand awareness for easy recognition? Or emphasize product differences to build preference, or promote major sales to drive purchases? Clear goals define specific audiences. For brand awareness, target new users primarily. For differentiation, target light users of the brand or loyal users of competitors. Major promotions aim to trade price for market share, targeting all potential users to spark desire and prompt immediate purchases. Businesses must also establish quantitative and timing benchmarks vital for effectiveness and evaluation. For example, making 40% of 20 to 35-year-olds aware of a movie before release, or growing toothpaste users from 10% to 40% within a year. Here, before release and within a year are timing benchmarks. 40% and growth from 10% to 40% are quantitative benchmarks. Step 2 involves designing communication messages and innovating communication methods. That is, advertising in the conventional sense. A great ad typically focuses on one or two core selling propositions, clearly conveying the product's attractive and deliverable points of difference and parity. For instance, when BMW launched the Mini Cooper in the US, a large billboard showed a speeding Mini Cooper with curved palm trees alongside, creating an illusion of velocity and power. Other billboards featured moving building facades, where an actual Mini Cooper moved up and down like a yo-yo. This integrated campaign reinforced how many cars deliver both required speed and a fun, flexible driving experience. Some companies pioneer unconventional approaches, incorporating social issues beyond product features to spark reflection and discussion. For example, Dove by Unilever encourages women to embrace their natural beauty in its campaigns. Dove's billboards feature ordinary women with diverse body types wearing various outfits. Women.
Dove even released short films critiquing excessive photo retouching, arguing it creates unrealistic societal beauty standards.
This unconventional approach sparked intense consumer debate and successfully built momentum.
Within 2 years of these campaigns, Dove's sales surged from $2.05 to $4 billion. Step 3 is determining the communication medium. This decides whether consumers are reached at the right time and place. Different companies and products require distinct communication channels. For a baby lotion ad, a magazine with 1 million young parent readers delivers exposure to 1 million potential buyers. But if its readers are 1 million teenagers, the exposure value drops nearly to zero. Not all major events like the Super Bowl, America's most watched TV program with over 100 million live viewers, offer massive reach. Though a 30-second Super Bowl ad costs $5.05, its unparalleled audience reach draws major brands. Step 4 is measuring communication effectiveness. The author provides a measurement model. First, quantify your product ad's share among competitors. Then measure consumer mind share. How many consumers actually like your brand? End quote.
These figures come from market research, ultimately measuring market share. Actual sales volume generated.
This data reflects your communication plan's quality, incentive effectiveness, audience targeting precision, and guides future strategy refinements. Notably, in today's digital era, communication strategies must incorporate social media, influencer marketing, and word-of-mouth approaches.
Social media is vital to digital marketing, shortening business-consumer distances while transforming one-way communication into dialogue.
Businesses directly share product info, while consumers spontaneously discuss experiences, both significantly influencing purchase decisions. Additionally, influencer marketing has gained tremendous importance. Influencer marketing involves popular online figures promoting or directly selling products via social media. Like China's thriving live stream shopping rooms, now crucial promotion channels, word of mouth can even achieve marketing's ideal state. Management guru Peter Drucker said, "The best marketing makes selling unnecessary. When shopping, you'll likely choose a friend-recommended brand over unfamiliar options." That's word of mouth power. Traditional marketing struggled to amplify individual voices, limiting their impact. Digitally, users research on dedicated review platforms. Product users gain influential voices through these channels. For example, China's review platform Xiaohongshu reached a $20 billion valuation, approximately 126.7 billion yen, in 2021. Yet, despite digital marketing's prominence, the author contends it can't replace traditional marketing. Both are indispensable. Traditional mass marketing excels at promoting brand value propositions, allowing the public to absorb product information subconsciously. That's why ads still dominate major events, galas, TV dramas, variety shows, subway stations, and elevators. Complementing this, Businesses use precise digital tools to reach target users with accurate product info, driving purchases. Ultimately, effective marketing communication aims to convert target users. So, what channels can users purchase through? In other words, how do businesses deliver products to users? This brings us to part 3, delivering value through marketing channel organization. We categorize zero-level channels by the number of intermediaries between producer and end user. Zero intermediaries means direct marketing. Producers sell straight to end users via mail order, online sales, TV sales, telemarketing, door-to-door, or company stores. A one-level channel involves just one intermediary. This intermediary is typically a retailer. Two-level or multi-level channels include 2+ intermediaries, usually multiple wholesalers plus a retailer. Channel selection depends on a company's specific environment and product lifecycle stage. Generally, startups with limited markets need only a few existing intermediaries for local operations. If the product succeeds and the market expands, different channels become necessary to enter new markets. In smaller markets, companies can sell directly to retailers. In larger markets, businesses might use distributors or create their own online stores for direct-to-consumer sales, and the small office copier market followed this exact development path, initially sold by manufacturer direct sales teams, then through office equipment dealers, later via large retailers, and now through internet sales channels. For mature companies, multi-channel distribution maximizes market coverage while reducing costs. For instance, online sales costs are far lower than physical retail expenses. Thus, multi-channel distribution has become standard for most established businesses. Disney's a classic example. Disney's animations and movies use multiple channels: Netflix for rentals, Disney stores, Best Buy for DVDs, plus direct sales through their official online shop. There are internet retailers on Amazon too, and so on. Through diverse channels, Disney achieves maximum market coverage and sells video products across different price points.
Some youth-targeted brands sell entire product lines exclusively online.
Like Campbell's Soup, specializing in condensed soups and ready meals, launched new youth-focused products sold solely online, even on music sites, gaming platforms, and social media. Other companies see the web as ideal for showcasing full product ranges, like outdoor gear and apparel brands. Patagonia focuses primarily online, since physical stores have limited display space for select items. Physical stores carry less than 70% of online offerings. This e-commerce surge is central to retail's dramatic recent transformation. Online stores are now as crucial as physical ones. Even notoriously exclusive luxury brands have launched e-shops. Online growth has cannibalized physical store sales, turning retail into a cutthroat battlefield. What does that mean? Growth concentrates at the top and bottom. Top being luxury retailers, with queues outside department stores. Bottom refers to discount retailers and neighborhood convenience stores. The middle, regular department stores and malls, get squeezed with few opportunities, fueling offline channel frustration. For businesses with both channels, managing online-offline conflict is now essential. The author proposes 3 solutions. First, offer different brands or products online versus offline. This is especially clear in appliances. Identical online-offline models are rarely found. Second, pay higher commissions or subsidies to offline partners to compensate for negative sales impacts. Third, order online but have offline retailers handle delivery and payment. Motorcycle brand Harley-Davidson excels at this. When expanding online channels, Harley-Davidson's prompts users to choose local dealers for parts and regular products. All right, that covers the main content of this book. Let's recap. Marketing management's core is selecting target markets and creating, communicating, and delivering superior customer value to benefit users, businesses, and the entire market. When creating customer value, step 1 is identifying target users, groups with similar needs that the company can actually serve. Step 2 is formulating a value proposition and enhancing competitiveness through precise positioning of product differences and commonalities. When communicating value, Businesses must ensure the right consumers encounter products and their deliverable differences or similarities at the right time and place, motivating purchase consideration. Thus, designing communication strategies involves 4 steps. First, set communication goals and identify target audiences. Second, design communication messages and innovate delivery methods. Third, determine the communication medium. Fourth, measure communication effectiveness. Finally, when delivering value, businesses must balance traditional channel development with the booming online channels of recent years, both jointly helping businesses reach users. This book isn't just for business, it offers valuable insights for personal growth too. The author proposes an ME model, marketing everywhere, meaning the world is all marketing, everything is a brand. This applies to us personally too. Everyone needs marketing thinking. In intense social and workplace competition, we all must build personal brands, showcase strengths, and develop unique competitiveness. If you see yourself as a brand needing marketing, what are your points of parity and difference with others?
Share your thoughts in the comments.
All right, that's our interpretation of marketing management. Find the reading notes below the audio. See you next time.